Okay, we're going to finish up our discussion on the BMW E46 navigation. Just turn my car on. As you can see, we arrived at our destination. So right now, once you don't have destination mode, or it's taking you somewhere, it just displays on a split screen your current location. I guess this the city and state you're in with the road you're on, as well as the coordinates and altitude above sea level. That's my Bluetooth connector. So right now I have my Sirius. Some other features of the GPS that I didn't get a chance to talk about in the first part. I spoke about address books and the map, but you could also go to information, and you could also have a selection of travel information, and you can get info on the city you're in, info on the location you're going to, or the location you're currently at. It also has product information on, I guess, the DVD that's in the car that's running. And this is TELE Atlas North America, and this is the 2010 navigation DVD. That cost a lot of money at the dealership. Just go back. So travel information, say info and city. You can also hide the icons on the map. So info and city. So that's the city I'm in. We're gonna search, and we have car and travel, business services. It's so many options. I think it's more than the TomTom Go 720 that I had. So I go to car and travel. It even gives you BMW service nearby. You go to car service, and you just have even more menus. You have car wash, fuel stations, park and ride, parking, rest areas. You click on fuel stations, you even have more options. You can select all gas stations, diesel gas, or gasoline gas. So I'm going to select gasoline gas, and it's going to give me, probably can't see because it's very, it's like an older font. I don't know where this comes from. But you can search within a radius. You can search for a name. I could just do a general search, and it'll just take it back to the map, and it finds you all the nearby gas stations from your position. And you can see how fast that is, you know. My TomTom Go had a Bluetooth option, so you could select and then call the business. So if I select that, this also has the same thing. So you could select and then call using the Bluetooth on the phone. So that is kind of really cool. So I could call to see if this gas station is open, what the price of the gas is, and so forth. And that's just using gas stations. You could do it with basically anything, like I guess hotels and so forth. So if you want accommodations, let's go back. Let's see, business and services. Say home businesses, moving and storage. I'm just going to do a search, and it's just quick as I'm moving along. And it gives me all the local moving and storage businesses in Yonkers and Westchester within a 25-mile radius. So I'm going to select traffic moving systems, and it gives me the phone number there, the address, and if I want to, I guess I could put that in as directions, and I get my directions to there, and destination guide,
right turn in
and
1 mile.
gives me how to get there from here. And it's really fast. It's I'm very pleased with it. No complaints there. Let's just go back. I just want to show you I don't know if I had it full screen. Show you guys how that would work. So full screen, you can get full screen instructions with the current time, the date, the time I will arrive at the destination. So it's 10:10 now. I will get there at 10:14. It's 1.6 miles away, and that's, I guess, the directions, the instant directions. You could also go to, let's see, instructions.
Right turn in
to replay
1 mile.
That. You could also do a new route from 5 miles to, from 1 to 5, well, wow, to more miles, I guess. So if you want to add something to your route, you could, you know, modify your route to the destination, which is kind of cool. I like that. Sorry, I'm new at using this. Also, you have the information again, route selection. You can select different ways you want to get there. If you want to exclude tolls, ferries, if you only want to use highways, that's kind of cool. And you could route map it. So you can bring it up on a map. So here now you just get the current time, the date, and the distance to location, and the distance down here to, I guess, the next movement you're gonna make, whether it's a turn or a U-turn or whatever. It's 1 mile and then 1.6 miles to the destination and 1 mile to the next thing I'm gonna do whilst driving there. So while I'm in map, I could also do map positioning, and if I want to do perspective, I could do that. The only thing with perspective, it gives up the name of the streets nearby. As you see, the street names on the adjacent streets disappear, but it gives you a much cooler view. I like the perspective view better. You could also scale if you want to. I think I talked about that earlier. So I can scale 900 yards from, I had it at 450. And it could keep scaling up just by turning this knob while I'm on the move. It goes all the way up to 500 miles if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that because it's, you know, it's going to just make everything local fuzzy. So that's where I am. You can see my location on the map. Just take it back to 450. And I'm going to go GPS. I'm going to go back. You can go back to the instruction screen. So this is the instruction screen. And you could end the, I didn't know, it took me a while to figure out how to, like, if I'm going somewhere and I don't want to go there anymore, if I want to end it, I could just hit that button there. Where it says destination input, you just go back to that and it says end destination guidance, and you just click it to select yes. Let's go down. There's also something else I wanted to, route magnet. I haven't used this. I don't really know what that is yet. It's something called route magnet. So let's go back. So we could also look at route list. So if I want to know what street it wants me to take ahead of time before following it, so I could go and see it wants me to take Warburton and Ashburton for it wants me to take Warburton for 1.3 miles, and then Ashburton for 0.1 mile, and then Alexander Street for 0.3 miles. And you can't really select anything there, but it gives me the directions, written directions. My TomTom Go was good for doing that. In case sometimes the GPS tends to take you different ways, but you could kind of see ahead of time. And that's pretty much it. If I wanted to say I'm in map, could I go back to map mode? Sorry, route map. And you see how quick that is. I'm going to scale back to 250. And I'm going to select, I'll just do travel directions so you guys could see, I guess it's better for the video. And see how the street names come back in travel direction mode. And I could also switch between what I'm listening to, so the pulse, switch back and forth, back to map, sorry, back to the map. So this is like a mode button, I guess, for the navigation. The CD53 had a specific mode button, but I guess this is that mode button here. I mean, there is a mode button here, but this is like a switch between the two things you're doing. So, and this is mode for music. So I have my aux in, my Hot 97, my CD, and my Sirius. And then if I want to switch back to the maps, I would hit this button there to select between the two things I'm doing. And that's it. I'm very impressed with the navigation. It took me a while to get used to it, and I had to read a big manual that I printed off online for it. A lot of pages of reading to do, but I'm really impressed. At the end of the day, the retrofit cost a lot of money, and it took me a month to get the parts together and get everything working. And also I had this coded to the car, so my car computer recognizes it has the MK4 in the trunk. So this is coded to the car. I was told the coding wasn't necessary, but I still coded it to the car just to be sure, just to be sure, because it's very quirky. But I've been using it for about a week now, and it's solid. And I'm very impressed with it. And that's it. Just gonna end my destination there, and that's it. And I'm just gonna go back to the map. see that. And that's it.